we are going to discuss about an important topic, that is transport of gases in human respiration. Blood is the medium for transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Let us discuss about the transport of oxygen. About 100 ml of oxygenated blood can deliver 5 ml of oxygen into the blood. About 100 ml of oxygenated blood can deliver 5 ml of oxygen into the tissues. So the oxygen transport through plasma and red blood cells of the blood. About 3% of oxygen is transported through the plasma in the dissolved state. About 3% of oxygen is transported through the plasma of blood in the dissolved state. Remain 97% of oxygen. Remain 97% of oxygen is transported by the red blood cells. Here, hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is a red-colored iron-contained respiratory pigment. Hemoglobin is a red-colored iron-contained respiratory pigment which is present in the red blood cells. So each hemoglobin molecule can carry 4 oxygen molecules. Each hemoglobin molecule can carry 4 oxygen molecules. Hence here the oxyhemoglobin is formed. The oxyhemoglobin is formed by the binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin. So the binding of hemoglobin with the oxygen is effect on the partial pressure of oxygen. At lungs, the partial pressure of oxygen is high. Hence, the binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin is also favorable condition. There is oxyhemoglobin is formed. As well as in tissues, the partial pressure of oxygen is low. Here, the oxyhemoglobin dissociated into hemoglobin and the oxygen. So this dissociation process is explained by the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. It explains the relationship between the percentage of hemoglobin saturation and partial pressure of oxygen. So this dissociation curve is also called a sigmoid curve or S-shaped curve. So this sigmoid curve explains about the hemoglobin saturation with the oxygen is plotted against partial pressure of oxygen. Sigmoid curve is obtained by the saturation of hemoglobin percentage with the oxygen is plotted against the partial pressure of oxygen. So the formation of hemoglobin and the dissociation of hemoglobin is affected by 5 factors. So these effector factors are partial pressure of oxygen, partial pressure of carbon dioxide, pH level, concentration of hydrogen ions and temperature. So when partial pressure of oxygen and pH levels are high, partial pressure of carbon dioxide, hydrogen ion concentration, temperatures are low, these conditions are favorable to binding of oxygen with the hemoglobin and formation of oxyhemoglobin. When partial pressure of oxygen is low, partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high, pH levels are low, concentration of hydrogen ions are high, and the temperature is high. These conditions are favorable to dissociation of oxygen, oxyhemoglobin into hemoglobin and oxygen. So this phenomenon explained by dissociation curve. Here y-axis consists of partial pressure of oxygen, x-axis consists of saturation of hemoglobin percentage. So when the partial pressure of oxygen is high, the binding of oxygen with hemoglobin or saturation of hemoglobin is also high. When partial pressure of oxygen is low, so this curve is flattened against the partial pressure of oxygen. Here the S-shaped curve is obtained. Next one, Bohr effect. Bohr effect means the effect of partial pressure of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion concentration on oxygen affinity with hemoglobin is called Bohr effect. Bohr effect means the effect of the effect of partial pressure of carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion concentration on oxygen affinity with hemoglobin is called Bohr effect. It is also called Hamburger effect. Let us discuss about the transport of carbon dioxide in the human respiration process. So here the carbon dioxide transported through the plasma, carbamino compounds and bicarbonates. About 7% of carbon dioxide transport through the plasma in the dissolved state. So here carbon dioxide combined with the water and form H2CO3. Here 7% of carbon dioxide transported through the plasma in the dissolved state. Next one, carbamino compounds. So here carbon dioxide directly combines with the amino group of hemoglobin and it forms carbamino hemoglobin. About 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide transported as carbamino compounds. So here 20 to 25% of carbon dioxide directly combines with the free amino group of hemoglobin. So it converts or it forms into carbamino compound of hemoglobin. So here this combination is dependent on the partial pressure of carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide partial pressure is high, this formation is also high. So when the partial pressure of oxygen is high, so here this compound will be dissociated into free amino group of hemoglobin and carbon dioxide. Percentage of carbon dioxide transported as bicarbonates. So here carbon dioxide combined with the water molecules and it forms to the H2CO3 carbonic acid. So it will forms bicarbonate. So here 70% of carbon dioxide transported as bicarbonates. RBCs contain high concentration enzyme is called carboxy anhydrase. So this carboxy anhydrase acts on the carbon dioxide and the water molecules and it converts into the carbonic acid. So this carbonic acid again dissociated into the bicarbonate. So at tissue level, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high. So in this process, the carbon dioxide converted into the carbonic acid and it dissociated into the bicarbonates. As well as in alveoli, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is low. Hence, this reaction is reversible manner and bicarbonates are converted into the carbonic acid and this carbonic acid again dissociated into carbon dioxide and water. So here the partial pressure of oxygen also involved in the transport of carbon dioxide. In alveoli, the partial pressure of oxygen is high. Hence, the dissociation of carbamino compounds or bicarbonates occur. In tissues, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high. Here, the formation of carbamino compounds and bicarbonates occur. So here, chloride shift. Chloride shift means the exchange of bicarbonates and hydrogen ions between the plasma and RBC is called chloride shift. Chloride shift means the exchange of bicarbonates and hydrogen ions between the plasma and RBCs.